Hey y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all a little story about me. You feel me? I don't like to come out my box. You feel me? I like to stay inside. You feel me? I'm known for Tony. I rap. I call myself Capo Savage because what I say I don't really cap about nothing I say. I always speak facts on what I go through. You feel me? On my raps, I don't diss. I never diss. You diss, you reap what you sow. You live by the gun, you die by the gun. I don't wish death upon my own people I'm tour with, my own enemies, because I know how death feel. I got shot 3 times. My brother died in my arms. His name was Tamari Johnson. He was a rapper, known back to his Glizzy. I'm gonna say this here. When my brother passed away and he died in my arms, the day he passed, June 11, 2020, I ain't seek for revenge. You know what I did? Y'all really wanna know what I did? I know y'all thinking I did bad shit, you know what I'm saying? I went to go seek for the niggas who did what they did. And one thing I didn't tell y'all, I seen the person who did it. It was 3 shooters. We locked eye. I knew the person. That's what crazy. You feel me? I grew up with the person. He was from the same hood I was from. Not saying I was from that hood, but I moved in that hood before. You feel me? So he was in one of the people who lived in that area. You feel me? So when I seen that, and it was like it hit me because I would never thought that would be that person who would do it. You feel me? Because not too long ago we squashed beefs, and what I mean by that, not me. I was never beefing. I bumped into the person who did it before a year before it even happened. I bumped into the person. You feel me? And they told me to tell my little brother to stop dissing. You feel me? Because a lot of shit come behind that, but I never knew what my little brother was this. I never knew who was my little brother was this because he was out here. He was in these streets, you feel me? So I ain't really pay attention. I was just on go. That's how he called me. You feel me? That type of shit because I was a big brother. You feel me? So he ain't tell me everything that was going on. But I was his ride. I'm gonna say that. You feel me? I put my life at risk by going to go pick him up, not knowing that he was into it with the people he was into it with. But I ain't really was focused on that because I had my man really focused on God, but I was 1 feet in, 1 feet out. That was my fuck ups. Because I ain't know who I want to choose. And then I had a little brother who wanted to be in the streets, and I was his big brother who ain't want to be in the streets. You feel me? And I know my little brother is a bad person. I ain't gonna say a bad person, but I know he don't listen. That's what I mean. You see, he ain't had this type of people in his life. That person in his life, God, you feel me? That's the person who lead me through my righteousness and showed me the way. That's why when the day happened, when I got shot 3 times, I got shot right here, in, and not right here, and twice in both of my legs, in, and out, and in, right there. But y'all gotta think about it. This the story that I want to tell y'all. How did I make it home? How did I make it home? I was driving, you feel me? I was at the stoplight when it happened. Like I said, my brother died in my arms. One hand, I'm driving. I'm showing this arm. I know y'all could really see it because how the way I'm moving my hand. I had it hit a main nerve, you feel me? So it's like it fucked up a few on my nerves in my hand, so I ain't feel shit in this hand. So I'm driving, you feel me? I go to a complete stop. Y'all know when y'all go to a complete stop, y'all look at the side, you know, the cars on y'all side, you feel me? So you driving. I'm driving. Cool, silent ride. My car ain't never been this silent, you feel me? Me and my brother always had communications. We talk every time we be around each other, but it's like, it was weird that day. It was silent. It was silent. It was a silent car ride, you feel me? So when we just driving, I pick him up from his crib, from his BM crib, because that's who he was with. He was staying with his baby mama. You feel me? He little her. He took care of his daughter. His daughter was the same sign as me, Aquarius. pretty, joyful. You feel me? Always smile. Loved her to death. He was the mother. Don't y'all know how when y'all see your mama carrying the baby bags out the house and shit like that? Nah, it wasn't the mama I was saying. It was him I was saying. You feel me? The mama was just at work. He was the one waking up in the morning and shit like that, feeding the baby and shit like that. So, like, crazy because this my little brother, the person who I seen him growing up to. Dang, Ted, nigga, nigga, you with your baby, you changing, my boy. I love that. You feel me? But he didn't really understand that shit because he wanted to be a high hit. He was trying to think about what his friends thought about him and shit like that, about him stepping up and being a parent. But at the end, at first, it didn't click. But by me start staying my distance and me doing what I'm doing as a person, and I've been in the streets and you feel me, doing what I got to do. He started seeing this, so I started seeing little posters from him saying he gonna stop fucking with niggas ain't his real homies, and that shit started surprising me because it's like, yeah, I've been telling you that, you feel me, because I went through that shit before. A lot of homies switched on me. I got my gun took from me before from niggas I never knew. I just bought a gun before they got mad and shit. I'm starting hustling from over there. They ain't really from over there, so they, you know what I'm saying, did some such shit. You know what I'm saying? But God was always on my side because he knew I was no bad person. Everything I did, it was for me to, you feel me, like, to go farther in life. And what I mean by that, at least try to make it eat. You feel me? I ain't kill nobody, I ain't never killed nobody, I never shot at nobody, you feel me? I never dissed nobody. I ain't got no criminal juvenile record. I started catching records when I was 18 because I had to make a way for my daughter. You feel me? I had to make a way for my daughter. That's my only child then. You feel me? Her name was Janaya. That's why I got shot at. I had full custody. Full custody. And I looked at it like that was a meaning because I started slowing up on her in life and started getting engaged in the streets, and that's what I been supposed to do. So it was crazy. But back to the story on driving and shit like that. I make it to the stoplight and I just look over and I see 3 niggas coming towards me, running. Like they just got, you know what I'm saying? Like they just came from doing something, you feel me? So I look at it like, oh, they running from the crime scene. So I didn't really think it's nothing. Then there wasn't no guns drawn. So I looked at it, I'm like, okay, cool. And I put my eyes back on the road. But when I did do that, the dude in the middle locked eye. His name, I ain't gonna say his name, you feel me? But we locked eye. And it was like, yeah, I know you ain't have no mask. It's crazy. So it's like, put my eye back together. But more, I thought it was like, so when I put my eye back on him, like I just heard, bah, 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 bah. It was like over 30 shots. At least. It was 3 shooters, for sure. And I supposed to get hit 5 times. And it was on my right hand side. Like I said, my brother was on the driver's side. He was in the seat next to me, the passenger seat. So at that moment, I ain't pull off. You feel me? I'm just in shots, but I ain't know where it's coming from. I'm in panic mode. But I hear psst. Then when I hear psst, my whole arm went out like it went out. Like I'm like, what the fuck? Then I grabbed the steering wheel and I skied it off like that. I said, but I bent my head down. And when I made up a block, at least I made up a block, I look over. I see my brother Tez, you feel me? He leaning back, he got a neck and holding his neck in and out. You see the blood coming down his ass, and you see like an imprint of a wound, like he got hit in his eye, but it was like it was full swelling up. Like I'm like, Tez. I grabbed him like I scooped him, and I put him in my seat, and I'm holding his neck and putting it into pressure when I'm driving. But you gotta think about it. How I'm driving? If I got shot in this arm is paralyzed and I got shot in both of my legs. And it's like the first thing I thought of them taking home. And when I'm driving, it's like what hit me and what I peeped, the whole road was clear. You feel me? It was clear. I ain't see no cars moving. I ain't see no car at all. And I kept going, feet on the gas. I did not stop. I did not, and no lights. I did not nothing. I was just going. And I made it home. But the whole time I was racing through my mind, tears. I wasn't thinking about me because I didn't know I was shot. Like I said, I just felt my arm go paralyzed. I didn't know I was shot in both of my legs. I did not. I got out the car running, hand out to God, Lord. Lord, I don't lie, I'm running to the door. Boom, 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 tears, blood on my hand. Because like I said, I was holding his neck wound. So I will show y'all the blood splash on my door. It's still on my front door. I'm beating on the door so hard. Boom, 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 boom. I broke the gate. And it's crazy, man. I don't like that. I'm gonna stop it at that. You feel me? I went through depression. That's the phase I went through the first 2 weeks of my brother passing. I'm seeing his face. I'm seeing the whole thing, the replay of what happened. It's like it's a dream, but it's not a dream. But it's you fighting death now. You feel me? You can't go to sleep because every time you close your eyes, you feel me. I just pray to God and thank the Lord. Cause now, like, He give me signs, and I put my signs together. And all the signs I put together, it makes sense. It makes sense. I'm not a slow person. I move by righteous. I move by God. That's what I had to learn. You can't move by nobody else. You don't need no people in your circle. You just need Him, your family, your kids. And the day that happened, me and my brother, we was leaving our kids to go do stupid shit. Go pop a pill. Go get a pills. Go do some stupid shit. I had a newborn. I left my baby mama in the house that day to go, you know what I'm saying, do some stupid shit. I wasn't supposed to do that. We both did. He left his baby mama. He left his kid or his grandma. That's why he told me, Tony, we gotta make sure I be in the house before 4 o'clock. I knew when he said that, he didn't supposed to be outside, but my brother's gonna treat me if I don't take him nowhere with me. But I made it through, y'all. I'm gonna just say that. And I made it through still. I still riding the same car that my brother sold in right now. Still, it's been almost 5 months. 5 months, yeah. And nothing happened to me. Anything I don't get pulled over, yes, I have tents. All that I don't get messed with because I put my life into God's hands. And that's to the point He's showing me every sign. He letting me, I don't know what He got planned for me, but I rap. So that's what He told me. And what I rap, I don't diss. I'm a young nigga. Don't give a fuck about these streets. Ain't had to be no tough guy to survive up in these streets. Fuck that bad talk, 'cause a lot of niggas weak without the heat. But I'm that type of nigga that stay focused and preach about the peace. I walk my own lane, made my own name up in these streets. Ain't had to do no drug ass, no ain't had to bun no teeth. I been a beast, pockets fat, them copy shit from overseas. Niggas hating, but they the same niggas with big and knew they needs, but they ain't tripping though. Self-made nigga, mama raised not to be a hoe. Young getting a rollers, and they ain't giving up. That's why I'm on a roll until my pots get fat. For that goof shit, cause I don't entertain with rest. Or I circle them, cause a lot of niggas move like threats. Pay attention to what you do, cause niggas move like rest. I keep a Glock, that's my dog, act up in this fetch. Them hollows long, them bitches long, get ripped through this vest. These niggas bitches, so I put them niggas straight to the test. As a young guy, grief factor, all the shit that I saw. It was hard up in these streets, I turned squares to raw. Being done and broke, looking like a person who won. That shit was crazy, told me how to turn the struggle to something. I see my OG crying, man, left a nigga all heartless. I put my man in the tracks and turned nothing to something. God, child, he made me focus. I seen shit as a youngin'. Resting roots, clothes ripping, that's that shit ain't want it. You gotta crawl before you walk, so if you ever want something, you gotta grind for a spoon. Nobody ain't get me none. They shit is real up in this field, so you gotta stay focused. They push your problem to the side where it goes, start hoping. But don't give me room, shit, I always go. I explain some sense to spread yourself with a fake ass friends, you hear me? R.I.P. my brother Tiz, man. Put y'all life to God. That's the only person y'all can put y'all life into.